we're going to be working with hypervisors, okay, that we're going to show you how to get working so that we can use Linux on this Mac, okay? I'm on a Macintosh, but let's say I want to use Linux and I don't want to have to like erase my operating system to put Linux on it, or I want to use Windows and I don't have to erase Windows, put it on my operating system. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to this thing called VirtualBox. Oh, before we start, I need to do a word for my sponsors real quick. So SpawnCore is a website that helps the homeless and gives them food and clothing, and you can't even imagine, like, we help with jobs, we get them career training, we get them off the streets, we get them off of their drugs. Basically, it's a beautiful experience. Our humble beginnings started out with a guy named by the name of Brian, myself, Corey. We started out making an outreach program to help people learn IT information and move through their careers and get their lives on track, you know. If you're ever interested in volunteering and helping people, you know, grow, you know, and want to join a team that just helps the world, makes it a better place, then join up for our volunteer sign up and try it out. You might like it. All right, now, of your life-changing event that's going to allow you to use any operating system you want within the operating system you actually presently have. So we click this, and that's right, I have a OS X host. That's what Macintosh is, it's OS X. But the word host means hypervisor to you. In your sense or our conformity of this conversation, hypervisor would be considered the host. Okay, so we're going to click here. We're going to go ahead and save VirtualBox. Once it finishes downloading, we'll pick back up. Okay, now it's all good to go. We've downloaded it, ready to rock and roll. So we're going to open this file here. Let me minimize some things. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like waiting for a file to download, so I had to hurry up and put it on pause. Okay, we got this. Then we're going to double click. Continue. Install. You know what I mean? I'm going to put my password in. Okay. This is installing. Alright, it's installed. I'm going to go ahead and move the trash. I don't like holding on files that I won't need long for a while. Okay. So now we're going to do VirtualBox. Okay. New. Alright, we're going to call this an Ubuntu instance. Now, instance can be used like universally. Word instance or a VM or whatever. People will use that same word. We're going to say continue. I'm going to give our Ubuntu instance, our Ubuntu VM, our Ubuntu virtual machine, our Ubuntu virtual computer. They all are interchangeable terms, but we all like to call them VMs because it's simpler to reframe or refer to. So we do continue. We'll create a new hard disk. We're going to keep it as VMDK. VMDK allows you to take stuff to virtual VMware. I like VMware. VMware is a good thing, so I like to do that. So we hit continue. Dynamically allocated means that it's not a fixed disk or a thick disk. Fixed means that it can't be moved up and down and replaced, and fixed means that it's stable, it sticks, it doesn't move no more. So we're going to do dynamic. We're going to leave it at 10 gigs. That sounds about fair. I'm going to put this machine. Yep, Ubuntu VM. That's perfect. And we're going to hit create. We now have a machine ready to rock and roll. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to install the machine. So we got to find storage. See this CD-ROM right here? We're gonna make that CD-ROM an ISO file. An ISO file is like, let's see, downloads. Let me get that file. Don't have it. So we're gonna just do this, and we're gonna go to Ubuntu .org, I think. No. Let's go to Google, and then let's type in Ubuntu download. Oh, look at that. There we go. Go to download. And then we're going to try to go ahead and download the desktop version. Download. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit broke, so money. Okay. And then download now. And say yes and save. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off real quick, and we'll come back when this one finishes. Okay, looks like the file's finished installing. We're going to go ahead and look at it real quick. Yep, it's there. Alright, let's open VirtualBox. Alright, open that file. Ubuntu, let's be in downloads. Right there, see ISO, need that, put that in there. Okay, now it's all ready to go. What we gotta do is power it on, ladies and gentlemen. Bloop. Now, I encourage you that if you didn't catch this, take the time to go back, pause the video, and install it. But this is not what you need to memorize. You don't need to memorize how to make or download an ISO, but you do need to know how to attach an ISO, and you use that through Ubuntu, or I'm sorry, through VirtualBox, and it's just essentially like you go into settings, you go into storage, and then you can like click the plus and add more. But for now, we're just using this one drive and this one VirtualBox VM. See? I know I got 13%, and so does my thing show there. So we're going to install it, okay? And then we're going to not check any of these boxes because we don't want to make our installer wait forever. So we're going to hit continue. And then see how it says erase and install. We're going to, yep, we want to do that as well. And then just say continue. No worries. And then, you know, I'm on the East Coast, so I'm going to use New York. So say okay. If you were somewhere else, you may want to select the West Coast or find another spot. And then looks like this is really good to go. I'm going to say continue. Notice I dragged the screen open so I could see it. Now, I'm always been a really big fan of my handle, but at the same time, I want to make sure that people know who did this. So we're going to put my name, and we're going to put, we're going to say Hawaii developer, okay. And I think it's already on the network. Who really cares? I don't really care. Pick, well, all right, let's call this spawn core, okay. Username, we're going to do Hawaii developer, okay. Password, I can't tell you, but I will tell you. I'm going to make it simple. We're going to call it Ubuntu, okay. Ubuntu, oops, didn't match. U-B-U-N-T-U, perfect. I know it's weak, but who cares? You log in automatically, click continue. This is for testing. Now, in a production environment, you may not want to do it's such an easy password, but for the sake of this tutorial, we're just trying to keep it simple. I'll see you back when it finishes installing. Talk to you later. So, we've installed it, and it's all finished. So we're going to go ahead and do a restart.